Yeah, well, I knew he was going to Disney, so
I don't know.
I'm jealous.
I got this video from him, and it looks like he lost his camera in the water. I know that's not what happened, but that's what it looked like. He was filming his kids, and all of a sudden, like, the camera fell. But it's probably wrong. He probably did something to make me think that, Tom. What do you think?
I don't know. I have to look at it. I got it this morning. I haven't looked at it yet. But I want to remind our listeners, Friendship Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram sponsoring Saturday morning sports talk. You can visit both their locations in Oak Street Extension in Forest City. You can call the Jeep dealership at 828-919-3001. Call the Nissan dealership at 828-245-1661. Take yourself a new Dodge or Nissan home today, Terry.
Yes.
That'd be a good thing for us. We need new cars.
Do we?
We need to upgrade our image, Terry.
Oh, my goodness.
I need a Gladiator.
See, there's a big problem that comes with that, Tom, on my end.
What's that?
A payment.
You got money, Terry.
Well, it's not the point of all having money. It's the point of do you spend it right once you got it.
Terry, you can't take it with you, man.
That's
Can't take
true.
it with you. Can't take it
That
with
is
you.
true.
Don't leave it to children who are wasted, Terry. Spend it.
But today I know we will go over the NBA playoffs as they're coming down to an end here. Getting ready to go to the finals on the eastern and western side. Good game last night between the Atlanta Hawks and the Philadelphia 76ers. I think Doc finally learned his lesson last night. Yeah, he did. That was the biggest thing in the world because I was sitting there after game, I think it was 5. After game 5, when they left him in and there was technical fouls to be shot and they let him shoot them and they're up by 20-some and then they end up losing a lead and they end up blowing the game and lost. But I said right then, Doc Rivers ought to be fired.
Yeah, if he knows if he blows this somehow, won't be the first time Doc Rivers has been fired, but he was catching a lot of heat for leaving Simmons in there. I think game 4 or 5.
And he's 13 out of 40, 13 out of 41.
It was 4
like
of 13 in one playoff game, and you just can't shoot 4 of 13 from the free throw line in a playoff game. You're a professional basketball player, man.
This is something
in his head. It's in his head.
I would practice on. Once I got through this season, I know he should be doing it now, but when this is over, I'd hunt me a free throw shooting guy, and at least I would take my free throw shooting up to about 70% because he touches the ball quite often. He needs to be in the 70% range.
He needs a sports psychologist. I will say, Maxey, I thought I was watching last night. Maxey came in and played well. And it seemed like maybe they were substituting him and Simmons in there at the end, like Maxey'd come in and Simmons go out. It might have been the substitution, but I thought he played very well. And that towards the end of that game, though, it was Trae Young, that 3-pointer he hit, that step back 3-pointer. What a shot that was!
Well, he's a shooter.
Wasn't enough, but that was very Seth Curry like when or Steph. I got getting to Curry because Seth is playing so well for the Sixers as well. I don't know how many he had. Let me see. I got it up here. Curry last night had 24.
Yeah, how about that?
He's playing very well, but you're starting. It's he's playing well when you're getting the Curry brothers mixed up.
And they had it well balanced. I think Embiid ended up with 20-some. Harris had 20-some. So. For Philadelphia last night, a good win. And then last night from the L.A. Clippers stadium.
Man, I can't believe that.
Man went off.
Yeah.
A graduate from, I wouldn't say a graduate, a guy who went to Florida State and then went on to the NBA, but he lit it up last night. And you talk about missing Kawhi Leonard. With him playing out there, you did not think he was gone.
Right. And George had a great game.
Yes, he did.
In game 5 that he had 39 points. They closed that series out early, Terry.
They did.
Closed out in 6.
And I would have never thought that because of the firepower that Utah had. Well, I understood that the Clippers could win it, but I did not think it would be last night.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I want to say Mitchell had 39 again. It seems like he has about 30-something points every night, but it just wasn't enough, which really surprised me. I thought without Leonard, that series would at least go 7. But if you look at the Clippers, Mann had 39, George had 28, and Reggie Jackson.
A guy
Reggie Jackson had 27 points.
How about that? That's a guy that Lou had taken Beverly out and put Reggie Jackson in because he thought that the team would play better that way. And look what it's done. But I know last night when Beverly finally come in, the crowd was clapping. They were happy to see him come in. And I'm like, I would like to be on that role because, the fans look at it like, hey, the coach has done a thing and it's worked.
Right.
So, it goes back to the coaching. So, Lou did a great thing there.
Yeah, and Mitchell did have 39. Gobert only had 12. O'Neal had 21 for the Jazz, and Clarkson had 21. I just thought they would have enough to at least force that to the 7 games with no Leonard. But sometimes, I don't know, Terry, what's the thesis? You got too many superstars? You got too many?
Sometimes that hurts.
Sometimes that, maybe it does. I don't know, but the Clippers are moving on, and they're going to face the Suns. And now the Suns really wanted that to go the full 7 games because guess what? Chris Paul's on the COVID list.
Yes.
So that series is going to start a little earlier, and that's not what the Phoenix Suns wanted. They said Chris Paul was vaccinated. So I'm not really sure what's